Hey guys, enter the stars. And finally, the long-awaited decode on the film Metropolis. This is from 1927 and was cutting edge for its time. Now, I just finally found a version of this with subtitles, but the subtitles will give us the full picture of this story. The first thing I want you to notice is that this film released in the Hebrew year 5688. Now, it's showing a release date here of 1927, but it wasn't distributed until 1928. 1928 was the Hebrew year 5688. Now, why is this important? Because we told you that Jesus was crucified on the 88th day of the year, March 29th. There are other Jesus references, because when you look at the January 10th release date, the 1927 release date, you begin to understand that this film released on the 10th day of the year with 355 remaining, January 10th, and that when you look at this, the opposite date, in other words, the 355th day of the year, that date is December 21st. This is the date that Jesus was conceived. Now here's the interesting part. Jesus was conceived in the Hebrew year 3755. So we have the 55, the Hebrew year he was conceived. We also have December 21st, the date that he was conceived. 38 weeks after this, that date falls on 9/11, 38 weeks gestation of the human child. So we have the 1221, and we know that the 1221 is also the 37th and 73rd numbers, which are the 12th and 21st prime numbers. So we have a complete mirror, 37, 73, and 1221. That's why the World Trade Center opened in 1973. Now, and looking at this film, this is what caught my attention, because here we see 2:19. This film opens with a labor bell ringing. It also opens with this as above, so below of the pyramids intersecting with one another. And remember, I showed you guys that this is the Star of David. When you intersect two pyramids together, it makes the Star of David with a hexagon or a cube in the middle. And I showed you how that is also the 3773 cube star matrix. What is the 3773 cube star matrix? It is a cube and star matrix that shows the 1221 secret, the 3773, which is exactly what we were just talking about right now. Now, after seeing such a shocking truth already in the opening parts of this film, I am almost positive we're going to find much, much more. This is the 3773 cube star matrix. It is also the opening scene from Metropolis. And you see they show the cube in the middle. They understand that the cube is in the middle. They get it, that this hexagon is in the middle. They're showing the as above, so below as well. So we have the similarity there. The Star of David. And there you go, you guys, hiding in plain sight. So what's up with this number 219? Well, this is the 216 constant. 6 is always 9. What is the 216 constant? Well, if you look at the distance that we are told between the Earth and the Moon, it has the 216 number in it. If we look at the diameter of the Moon, we are told that it is 2,160 miles across. And finally, there is a 21,600 miles around the circumference of the Earth, we're told. So there's something to this 216 number outside of the fact that 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. We also have a president that was born on the 216th day of the year, whose term is coming to an end here in 2016. And as the shift bell rings, and the new shift comes in like zombies, they show the cube elevator, which is exactly what we were just talking about. The 3773. There's your cube in the middle, We showed you how this is also 1221, 3773. And I have not seen this film yet, and we were decoding this on the fly. You are seeing what I am seeing in terms of what to expect in this film. And in the very next scene, our assumptions are proven correct. As the men enter the cube elevator, 6 by 6. Here we see the bricks depicted. This is the honeycomb matrix, but it's being depicted as bricks, as square bricks instead of the honeycomb. This is what we walk through as they change shifts through their prisons. Now, Christ was crucified in 36 AD. 6 times 6 men on this lift is 36. He was crucified on the 88th day of the year. The lift then takes them down into the depths of the earth, what amounts to basically hell. We're then shown the 3 elevators, 6, 6, and 6, side by side, 6, 6, 6. Remember, the full release was on the Hebrew year 88, 5688. And again, I have not seen this movie yet, but out of the central elevator is the number 326. 6 is 9, so this is really 329, March 29th, the 88th day of the year, the day that Christ was crucified. And it makes sense because the 6 by 6, 36, is the year that he was crucified in 36 AD on the 88th day of the year. And so they're basically mocking Christ already in the opening scenes. And this movie seems to be all about Christ once again. And again, you guys, this isn't stretching. This is the same formula applied over and over and over again to dozens and dozens and hundreds of films that we've decoded so far. These numbers keep showing up. And they sure do love their pyramids, because right after this, in pyramid form, they show the people above, which were called the Sons Club. And I believe that they are depicting here the sons of men. Basically the watchers. And they show the lecture halls and libraries and theaters and stadiums. And I believe these are like the fallen ones. They depict them here with their like Olympic type games. There's a discus being thrown here, javelin. Here they are, running about. So this woman comes out with all of these children from below. These poor, look like they were probably some children with no parents, orphans. And then this man from above sees this, and he's like concerned, and he acts concerned, like he wants to help these children and this woman. This man is wearing cube glasses, honeycomb matrix glasses, 6 and 6 glasses there, 66. He's like the ringleader. You've got to be kidding me. The next scene, unbelievable. Moloch. Do not sacrifice your children to Moloch in the fight. You guys, this is everything we've been talking about. Oh my God. The 1927 film. This is all about the Bible. This is all about Jesus. This is all about God. One of the first silent films in all of movie history.